The morning show has been canceled. We will now participate in supplementary programming. Welcome to Deprogramming National Level 901. Are you winning as a participant in national elections? It's time for honesty. Are you winning or are you losing? This is the participation level for you to understand the very beginning of 901 level deprogramming. As you listen to various questions and you answer them in your mind, or you hear various statements and you side with them in some sort of way, your mind is going to tune itself. You are going to become upset. You are going to become motivated. You are going to become confused. If you become paranoid or start shaking, or you turn off the broadcast, you are deemed to be somebody who is very, very seriously mentally ill or stuck within a cult matrix. The value of 901 deprogramming is that you have to understand, is the information you're hearing clear? Are all the words clear? Are there ever missing words? Is there anything possibly wrong with the statements? Because 901 deprogramming is to step up and say, you're going to take the high level stuff. You're not going to go out and start out with 101, then 102, then 103, and then go to 201, 202, and so on. No, we're going straight to 901. You have a chance to take your foot and step forward into 901. Are you impaled in a conundrum? What is the speed of success? How do you calibrate that? What are the formulas necessary to understand the rate of a success? Can you do it? What are the limits? Is there a speed limit? Is there a speed limit on achieving success? A reminder again. Always have your pen and pad ready, and don't be afraid to make notes. Don't be afraid to have an audio device to make a quick comment, to pause one item and make a statement into the other one. You have to remember at all times, you're participating in 901. This is crucial. You have to accept the fact that you're participating in 901. Because if you graduate 901, you have the power to bestow solutions upon others. What is your IQ? You're attending 901. That is going to change. It's always important at first with 901 to make a little bit of those notes. Where are words missing? Are things jumping around? Is this 901 thing screwing with my head? It's part of the design. Now, eventually, you'll begin to understand more. You'll be able to raise your intelligence. You'll be able to listen to fragments of a sentence and understand the entire sentence. These skill sets will become more and more rapid. Remember, with 901, statistically, it is highly likely that you are stuck in a conundrum. 901 is the hacker program to get inside and release you from being trapped in a cult. Are you one of those people that does not believe that financial courses can assist you? Do you think that they're like always a scam? Do they annoy you? Do you feel that many of these people are scamming you? They're lying to you. They're trying to use mind F on you. It's time to take out the trash and break through at an industrial level. A major breakthrough is ready right here, right now, for you. You have a chance to grasp it, but you have to believe it, because there's something different. This is 901. That means there's a real difference. Anything that is an approved 901 is completely different than anything else that you feel might want to haul you away like you're some sort of industrial garbage. The scientific method atop the table. The truth. Most of these so-called self-help programs, most of these get-rich-quick themes, they're all about people taking techniques they probably heard about from someplace else. There's not necessarily any inventive, creative spark. They rely heavily upon you actually bothering to involve yourself in doing something. But what are you getting out of it? Are you actually getting anything out of it? Or are you just being pushed around into some other different area of the conundrum? Okay, fine. We're atop the table. We've promised you a solution. If you don't get it, then we would be liars. You know what liars are. You've heard many of them. Okay, we're going for a ride. Here we go. The 3-lock box. You take $100,000 in cash. You buy a solid paper stock. Call it Walmart. Now, it can be other stocks. You can study them and see which stocks have an incredibly high payout level. There's actually lots of them. But of course they fluctuate. Some of them work quite well for several years, and then they fade away. They change, but they're always out there. You can use ChatGPT to help you find the best ones. At least you used to be able to. Unless somehow you're entrapped in the conundrum. So you take that 100,000 cash, you buy the stock, you go and put it in a 3-lock box. That's a safety deposit box, basically. It has 3 locks and 3 keys. The bank gets a key because they're a trust agent. You get a key because, well, it's your box. There's one more key left over. At the moment when you first activate the box, the second key belongs to you. But you're going to do something with it. You're going to use that key because you want to work with an equity lender. So that third key, which is your second key, is going to be utilized as a trust item to the equity lender, who's going to loan you money on the $100,000 in paper stock. Now, it's very important at this moment for you to make notes, and you have to be honest about how you feel about each moment, each second, as we're going through this material. You need to make notes. It's important. Keeping this as a key item of tracking the logic. So please, remember, this is 901. Now here's part of the key understanding. An equity lender sees solid stock. They're going to loan you money. You'll find people that will loan you 70 cents on the dollar of the value, 80 cents, even more. And if you're a special person that somehow has a great reputation, a great brand, if you'll pardon the usage of the word, please, can you forgive me? This is 901. We have to get the understanding across. Yes, we know it's true. There are people who can even borrow more money than what a hard asset is worth. Jerry Ruhal. Soon we'll be able to use names to instill a massive understanding. As you research it, you'll realize that there are all kinds of courses on Ruhal. You'll understand. He was the default prince or king of real estate. So this is what people in the loan industry would be afraid of. Well, that should be obvious. Most of you have already graduated that area of understanding. But if not, you'll come along. So the trick is to get people to do what? To loan you 100%? Well, if you want to simplify things, it helps. To get people to loan you that money and then have you pay at the end. Not pay month by month, because then you have to service it. So you want that type of loan. We know those loans exist. So if you have a stock like Walmart that recently has been paying 160% per year, then it's easy to understand. If you borrowed $80,000, so to speak, or you borrowed $100,000 at 20% interest, then 20% interest is obviously much smaller than the 160% you would be making. I'll remind you again, the 3-lock box is a proven method. Very few people ever talk about it. It's used like a barrier level key access. Some people will readily exchange this idea, other people will not. Is money all that motivates your life? Again, are you trapped in the conundrum? Or are you being victimized by the conundrum? This is important because we have people in society who keep making all the right decisions, all the right choices, and somebody keeps coming up to them and sticking a gun in their face and robbing them. There's a way to deal with this aspect as well. We're going to cover this in 901. So we're going to go to an industrial level of retrieving enormous amounts of cash. Let us move as rapidly forward through this, even though some of you are geniuses, and the moment that I revealed the short segment part, you could discover it in your own mind. You knew where this would go. So yeah, so you take the money that you borrowed, and what do? You buy more hard printed stock. You go buy another 3-lock box, you put it inside. You continually repeat the process again and again and again. So after the 1-year maturity level, you basically have an arranged broker agent to liquidate this, so you can make sure that everybody gets paid the money that they're owed. If you were using the 160 Walmart stock, you should end up making way over 100% off of each individual transaction. This means that you extend yourself. You can start with $100,000 and you can make $6 million in 1 year. In 1 year. If you're incredibly brilliant and understanding some kind of way to keep things really rolling along and can manage your time somehow and find the resources that you need, you could make even more. So this is where you have to be fair. This is a 901 key item. You have to sit down and understand that, number one, maybe you don't have $100,000 cash to do this. So you're like, okay, how does this help me? Well, the reason this can help you, if you don't have $100,000, is the honesty that you have to use for yourself and the honesty of what you just heard, because you know it's true. You know it's true. It's a breakthrough moment. This is 901. Let's go ahead and maximize the understanding of this breakthrough moment. We can sit down and work with this. I'm assuming some of you paused while you obviously went ahead and did some checking to figure out the solidity, how solid this is. So now that we've done that, let's compare this in different ways. Number one, who would be honest enough to impart to you the knowledge of a 3-lock box scenario? This is very important. You can use this like a measuring stick. You can measure anything. Number one, apparently we have 2 major candidates out there the media seems to be booking. You have Trump, and currently now it's Harris. Of course, things change rapidly. This is a strange election. I'm also a presidential candidate. Keep that in mind. So you now have a measuring stick. This measuring stick, the 3-lock box, you can ask yourself, is any one of these parties revealed to you a 3-lock box? Anything close to a formula that is basically guaranteed to let you take $100,000 and make $6 million? No. You can do 10 million, by the way. The answer should be no. There's neither one of these candidates, neither Harris nor Trump, has imparted to you, the voter, the equivalent of the power of the 3-lock box. This is 901. So real quick, let's do a trust analysis. Has there been brought to the top of the table a fulfillment item? An item of real revelations, something that scientifically, mathematically checks out beyond the shadow of a doubt. It's a proven item. We should be there right now, because what just happened is that the last 100 courses that were available to you in success just got blown completely out of the water with a very, very simple scenario. So now we have a measuring stick. You can measure lots of things with the caliber of understanding of the three-lock box. Soon people are going to be measuring major quantum jumps of life by stating 901. These things become super condensed icons. So when comparing other people to the three-lock box, are they financially successful? Did it manage to happen for them? And are they the type of person that would entrust a good business program? Are they secure in themselves with sharing certain knowledge? Or do they have an edge? Are they always looking to scam you? Or something else? Are you running into people that they understand the three-lock box? They're not looking to scam you. Money's not necessarily their motivator. However, for one reason or another, things just aren't working financially in their life. That's basically 7 out of 10 people that you will run into on a statistical basis. 7 out of 10 people, their financial lives are not actually really happening. They're being burned. The output at a basic carpentry level of a 12 to 14-year-old from the year 1750. Today, that would translate out into, well, just use the same program, it's 480 houses. But that's not working. Our society is malfunctioning. Again, this is 901. So you look and you can see there's something wrong. Oh, it all looks normal, but what is normal? No, there's something wrong with it. These people are all being burned. Again, we hold up the three-lock box measuring stick. Neither one of the major candidates are offering to actually change your life in an unlimited manner. Of course, I will mention that as a candidate, that unlimited loan capability for constructing new hard assets basically is actually part of what I would do as president immediately to get max production going, because the logic, again, this is 901. The logic that human beings are not at max production should be simple to everybody, but it's not. It's not for some reason. But we should be at max production, because if you're not at max production, then ergo, you're not efficient, right? Yeah. There it is. It's simple. So what's going on? Well, a major part of this is you've got one set of people drinking tea with one candidate, and you've got another set of people drinking punch. This is no joke. Straight out. This is 901. So now the term 901 has a lot of solutionism in it. And it's going to become an icon that is very, very multifaceted. But it's going to save everybody a lot of time, because they can use it in some kind of contextual way to make a joke or a comment or a revelation or agreeing upon the quality or so forth, etc. That's a 901. So we're making jumps now. Big, huge jumps, like the three-lock box. So this concludes the first episode of 901. A major breakthrough has happened, and we're ready to move forward. I hope you're ready for episode 2. My name is Michael Crosby, and yes, I am a candidate for POTUS.